I think European culture, European businesses are far more focused on endurance. The US businesses are far more focused on ambition. I think the magic we can create is to actually develop this whole notion of enduring ambition. And that's where, the two cultures can come together in the way we build the next generation of companies. I think it's going to work out great.
I think for us, what I kind of embrace is that we always had this kind of underdog spirit, which I love. Kind of doing things differently and kind of growth hacking your way into solutions. So I just wanted to create a firm, right? So it was more about like what could a cool form factor of expression be that really echoed what we cared about as people and who we were.
I think our general mindset of thinking outside the box is very similar. And just like you said, I wasn't interested in creating a venture capital firm, just a firm. Same thing. I don't think GC in a few years is going to be called a venture capital firm.
I feel like it's such an ambitious firm, and there's nothing that is not possible. And I think it's just like any tool that is needed to get to change can be mobilized.
We'll go build it.
And I love that, exactly.
Yeah.
But that's what I love. Like, if a tool doesn't exist, we can figure it out.
What we're really doing is redefining core institutions in society. And if that's what our industry does, then we got to be a lot more responsible. We have to build with far more intentionality in aligning purpose and profit.
Which, by the way, is something that the foundation of especially the German Mittelstand, but also European companies, like many of them are built like trans-generational companies. It's not about like building a company, selling it, going the next thing, but really more about like how do you build an enduring legacy.
The way you had actually curated the innovators and the legacy companies, I could just see the magic you can unlock if you bring them together, and obviously you've been working towards that. So I do think we can bring a lot of resources in terms of company building capabilities and the capital base to help you fulfill your vision for European resilience. I'm excited about that.
It's strongly about making sure we're not on the menu, but we actually have a seat at the table globally. Because right now, I think if you look at it from a geopolitical perspective, you have the US and you have China that are becoming more and more dominant, and we're kind of this like punch ball in between. And I think it's just not a sustainable position to be in the long term. And I feel like technology plays a very key role in like making sure we retain sovereignty and remain resilient.
Technology investing to take hold and be impactful in Europe, you do have to think about that kind of a resilience mindset. So now that you're joining us, we can actually put a thesis behind that to say, what is the transformation going to look like? And it's going to require thinking differently. It's not going to be the traditional venture capital mindset. And that's going to require a lot of the old line businesses, most of them are family owned, and the innovation businesses actually collaborating with each other. That I feel like you were kind of put on earth to do that. You've got one foot in both worlds.
That's something that I love as a general systems. Like, I think there is a framework around willing things into being.